she will not be out so quickly. Talking about the Jamaican-American rivalry, Tori Bowie goes in lane 7. It was a little bit of skipper. She has considered the 200 her better event, but perhaps that opinion is changing. Shelly-Ann Baptiste running very close to just 100 of a second slower than the times which were annulled as part of her drug suspension. So we shall move on to Blessing Barry. An outstanding long jumper as well, a little bit like Skippers, just takes a bit longer to get going, get into the race over the shorter sprint. Great 200 metre runner as well. Quite a long dramatic build up of the men's race. They're not drawing this out quite so much, but there's an air of suspense inside the stadium here in Beijing. It is hot, still, and the noise just falls away inside the bird's nest as the sprinters come forward. We have Natasha Morrison, Michelle-Ann, Veronica Campbell-Brown, Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce there gathering herself. Daphne Skippers, a difference in physique. Tori Bowie, Shelly-Ann Baptiste, and Blessing Barry, who is ready to crown themselves the fastest women on the planet. Good start by Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce, already half a metre up, and Daphne Skippers is trying to chase her down, but Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce is only going quicker and quicker. Skippers trying to get there for second. It's Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce, is it just Skippers was coming and coming. 10:76, so quick from Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce, but my goodness, 20 metres more and Skippers would have reeled her in. The Dutch athlete celebrates wildly her silver medal, so she should. But Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce holds on once more for the world title. Once more, she's the fastest, she is the queen. Skippers, though, what a run from her to take silver. But Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce has done it once more.
Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce will be very pleased with the victory, but I'm not so sure she'll be pleased with the run itself. Her start wasn't as electric as I was expecting it. I think she's a little bit edgy in the blocks. I think that could be the reason why we didn't see her really get a little bit closer to her personal best, which at the moment stands at 10.70 seconds. And there's Skippers celebrating her silver medal, of course a new national record of 10.81, and a good performance. And what a turnaround in her life, Andrew, when you think about it.
Well, I'm sitting next to Denise Lewis, and I shudder to say it, but I'm not sure she should go back to the hip time, and that's outstanding. Outstanding. 10.81, and Tori Bowie, the bronze medal, 10.86. The kind of times it took to get in the medals, I mean, the kind of times it took to get into the final. We saw Muriel and Huri missing out with 10.98. We knew it was going to be quick. Fraser-Pryce, there was some sort of talk that she might go below 10.7. That would have been extraordinary, but 10.76. Skippers 10.81. Tori Bowie 10.86. That was a wonderful, wonderful final by our Peters.
And I think, certainly, let's have a look at the blocks here. We missed the first bit of her actually exploding out in the blocks. But don't worry about that. Let's watch how this race really pans out. And look behind Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce. The way that Skippers really keeps her form, works, uses. Now, let's have a watch here. They go into that set position, and look, that little twitch there before she moved, and that can be really costly. But look how she focuses. Eyes are really ahead of her. Arms working hard, pumping towards that line. Hand up to take the victory. And look at Skippers' response there. Let's have a look again. Watch. Bang! Work hard, drive hard out to the blocks. And I know that she'll be thinking, right, I'm ahead now. Start wasn't the best, but you know what? Let's just pull off the pressure. Put them on. If they want this title, they're going to have to come and get me. Drive it hard, working towards that line. And look behind that beautiful arrow formation. Skippers eases her weight past everybody else, leans in. Great national record.
Well, French Skippers was coming back, but perhaps Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce celebrating already. Great run. Let's have a look at the head on, Michael.
Yeah, and exactly what we saw in the semi-final. Notice Skippers in the middle of your screen, goes over to the right side again, has to correct and come back inside. but she didn't lose as much ground because exactly what Colin was saying. Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce did not get the typical explosive start that we've seen before. Still a very good start, enough to keep her in front of the rest of the crew here, but the impressive race for me was Skipper's running a personal best, a national record when it counted. Tori Bowie also not running as fast as she did earlier in the season, which would have gotten her a silver medal instead of the bronze, but still a solid performance. Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce coming through with another victory, just an impressive athlete, very, very consistent. A little bit close there at the line, probably closer than she would have expected, and I agree with Colin. Probably not the best race, not one that she would typically be real proud of, but proud of the victory nonetheless, and able to beat a world-class field here. We knew that Shippers would be coming at the end. She's able to take advantage of that long stride and getting a lot closer even than she probably expected that she would towards Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce here. And even though Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce puts her hand up at the end a little bit early, even if she hadn't and had run through the line, another couple of meters and Shippers would have been there. So that's impressive, and I'm sure gives her a tremendous amount of confidence coming out of this championship and as she starts to plan for the all-important Olympic season next year.
There, Shippers draped in the flag of the Netherlands, and well, her sprinting pedigree is so clear now. Not too far away from the European record of Christine Arnold, about 800th of a second outside that. But Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce carrying with her 100 weight of hair as well, which must be holding her back somehow. But that was a great victory, a great smile again. And Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce takes it to Olympic champion in Beijing and in London, world champion in Berlin and Moscow, and now in Beijing as well. Daphne Schippers with the silver medal, another national record, and Tori Bowie the bronze.
Well, I'm delighted to say Daphne Schippers is down here with me in the mix zone after a truly phenomenal performance. Sum it up for me what it means to you right now.
Oh, I'm so very happy. It's a national record. I'm the second over the world. It's crazy.
Can you quite believe this journey you've been on from a fantastic heptathlete to world-class sprinter?
Yeah, 3 years before I was either third in the heptathlon, and I'm going back in the sprint, and I have a medal. I'm so happy. Wow.
You saw in the semi-final national record. So what's the mindset then when you're on the start line for the final? And you know you've got that stellar cast alongside you.
I was a little nervous in the semi-finals, and after the semi-finals I think, okay, I'm in the final, and now everything is possible, and always what I say. And my start is good, and I see that I can come closer in the end of the race, but Fraser-Pryce, and you know that when you are close to Fraser-Pryce, then you know that you have a medal.
Another 10 metres, you might have won it, but that's how good you were running. And, I mean, can you even begin to imagine what this is going to be received like back in the Netherlands?
Oh, I think it's an explosion, but wow, I must more think about it than I win a silver medal. It's new now, but wow.
Congratulations, Daphne, tremendous performance.
Thank you very much, thank you.
I think some great Dutch sprinters in the past. Nelly Koeman was great over 60 metres, but this is the first time the World Championship medal has been won over 100 metres by the Dutch woman Daphne Schippers. I know they watch the BBC a lot in the Netherlands, and before that we had the steeplechase, and there we are. Kenya 1, 2, 3 and 4. It doesn't change. Jacob couldn't get it. In fact, he was 5th in Moscow, and he's actually 60th behind his teammate Dan Pooling. But
Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce has backed up her gold medals from London, from Moscow. She is the most decorated female sprinter of her generation. She's equivalent to Usain Bolt in terms of her global titles, but just not quite as globally famous. But I'm sure back in Jamaica they'll be celebrating just as hard, Michael Gosner.
Absolutely. I mean, she's huge back in Jamaica. They love her there. And, yeah, she's been overshadowed a little bit by Usain Bolt. I think, you know, if her career hadn't coincided with his, I think that a lot more would be coming to her. But she's just she's a wonderful person and a great champion. And a unique 100-meter sprint champion as well, because she's so small but so powerful, and the turnover that she can generate is just amazing. And I think that, I mean, she certainly has to go down as the best of all time when it comes to women's 100-meter sprinting.
We always wonder at the first time in League of the season what kind of hair she's going to turn up with. And if you're interested, she does have a salon in Kingston, Jamaica. So if you're ever in town, pop in and check it out, and you too could have sunflowers across the top of your brow. She's a smiley, happy athlete. She's always a joy to speak to at the end of the races, and a wonderful role model for women's sprinting. But what was really interesting there, in the kind of world order of sprinting, to see a Dutch woman split a Jamaican and American there for silver place and second place, and obviously Daphne Schippers has only been really focusing on the sprints for the last year, because she's been a heptathlete up until now. How far can she go with sprinting? Can she get to the top of the rostrum?
Well, those were the best in the world in that race, and so I would say, you know, for a European to come in and get a silver medal, 100 meters at a world championship when everyone is there, that certainly bodes well for her sprinting opportunities, and so I wouldn't expect her to go back to the heptathlon.
No.
I think that she has a very bright future in the 100 meters. You know, the Americans gave it their best. Only one ended up in the final, and you know, you can't say that, you know, this wasn't a world-class field. The three Jamaicans were very, very strong. The Nigerian, really, really strong with Okpari. I mean, Commonwealth Games champion. You know, so you got lots of champions in there. Veronica Campbell-Brown in that race, a multi-time champion. You know, and so it was a tough field, and she was able to come out with a silver medal and with a very, very fast time as well, and a personal best when it counted. So there's a lot for her. I think that, you know, as she said, once you get in the finals, anything can happen. And I think that she would see herself as easily a finalist for the Olympics next year, and potentially another medalist.
Okay, let's have a little listen to Phil, who is chatting to Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce, world champion.
Thanks a lot, Gabby. Shelly-Ann down here in the mix on with me live after another amazing performance. You keep adding to that gold medal collection. I suppose it never gets tiring, that feeling.
I get tired of 10-7. Honestly, but you know, thanks be to God, I came out here and, you know, I just wanted to put the race together, and, you know, hopefully after this race, my next race, I'll get the time that I know I worked hard for and I know it's there, but it's just taking some time to come.
You want a 10-6 something is what you're telling me?
Yeah, definitely. I definitely think it's there, and hopefully my next race, hopefully I'll get it together.
But the thing is, you deliver these kind of performances time and time again when you most need to, on the biggest stage of all. How do you do it?
I mean, I just trust in God and I work hard and I just focus on executing. I don't focus on just winning, but executing.
You look amazing. You've got the flowers in the hair, the green hair. We know you've got a salon back in Kingston. Is that their work?
No, actually, I did this in Venice. I didn't know what. I actually had my hair from my salon, and I couldn't find somebody to do it, and then I wanted to color it, and then the color took long to come, and I had to use green braid my husband bought me, so I just said, what the heck. Green it is.
A wonderful performance once again. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce there, full of joy, full of happiness with her latest gold, which affects the medal table because Great Britain started the day top but just slipped down to third because Jamaica and Kenya now have 2 golds apiece ahead of Germany, United States down in fifth. I'm sure there's plenty of movement still to come. Joe, always quite a normal ponytail for you, isn't it, on the start line? Any kind of
Yeah, it does inspire me.